Is WWE stealing AEW's TV contract with Warner Brothers Discovery? That's the rumor, the report, the innuendo that's been thrown around a lot online. Is it true? Is Monday Night Raw headed to TBS/TNT? And is AEW going to be out in the cold without a TV contract? I'm going to let you know how realistic all of those possibilities are. Given what we know so far, we do have quite a few updates in the renegotiation for both AEW and WWE television contracts. So, first, let's talk about the rumor of WWE potentially getting the contract of Warner Brothers Discovery, or getting a contract with Warner Brothers Discovery for Raw. We know that NBC Universal has already acquired the rights to SmackDown. Raw is still up in the air. Here's what Meltzer said online just this past week, or just like I believe yesterday. It says, quote, "Things are changing greatly in respective to the WWE Raw negotiations. Things are changing greatly. Let's just say things changed greatly with Raw negotiations from a few weeks ago, and Punk, CM Punk, is a huge part of the selling point." Okay, so of course, off of that, we have also heard rumors that Warner Brothers Discovery and WWE at least had a meeting or a conversation, which I don't believe is abnormal in this space. Of course, when you have, your own wrestling company, your own wrestling entity that you've done business with in AEW, you always want to give them first go, and you want to make sure that your relationship with them is good. At the same time, though, if you're Warner Brothers Discovery, AEW is coming up on their TV contract. You have WWE, which is doing record numbers as far as popularity, as far as the amount of people who watch their premium live events and so on. It's a very popular brand right now. And given the nature of TV and how it works, there's still if football isn't on, Raw is the most watched thing on Monday nights for the most part, especially in the key demos. So when you look at that, Warner Brothers Discovery would have to be insane not to at least entertain the idea of, maybe we should. Maybe we should have a conversation about Raw or SmackDown. Now, or Raw, I should say. SmackDown, of course, as I said before, already done. Now, of course, huge caveat on all of that. None of this has been officially reported, even by credible outlets like Fightful or, Meltzer's own outlet of Wrestling Observer. Meltzer just kind of said it in a weird online thing. But given that we know that WWE and things are changing, we also have to acknowledge CM Punk's role in all this. CM Punk was the launching pad, or was supposed to be the launching pad of AEW Collision. But there's the old line that he said in his return promo in the United Center, where he stated that David Zaslav, the president of Warner Brothers Discovery, calls him One Bill Phil, and it's kind of like a hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, too sweet to the the $1 billion number in the renegotiations that was thrown around and floated around for a while. Of course, while we know that, we've also heard a report about or we've all heard from Tony Khan, I should say, about renegotiations with AEW and Warner Brothers, which kind of makes all of this WWE talk pretty interesting. Here's the quote from TK. So Tony Khan said, quote, we've had really good talks with Warner Brothers Discovery, had a great visit with them today, and we have a really exciting relationship that has grown a lot over the years and has expanded for AEW. Ring of Honor is still a third party in this relationship and is a company putting on really exciting wrestling and is peripheral to the conversation right now. It offers a lot of value to AEW and to the media company. There's a lot of interest in ROH and some of the most exciting wrestling stories and some of the most blah, 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 blah. Tony Khan plugging ROH for a little bit. And here's what he says. As we pursue new media rights for AEW in 2024, and we also have an additional value of ROH library with the AEW library that has continued to grow, almost 200 episodes of Dynamite, as well as 100 episodes of Rampage, and an exciting half of year of Collision. So that's Tony Khan plugging the library, which is, been speculated to be a massive part of the their renegotiations. And here's the thing, right? We know that Andrew Zarian has been very adamant of the Madman Pro Wrestling podcast. He's been very adamant that beginning of 2024, sometime in Q1, we're likely going to hear some sort of progress with Warner Brothers Discovery, Max, and AEW as far as previous episodes of Dynamite, previous pay-per-views being brought over to Max or some sort of streaming platform. Now, as we wait for that, the interesting thing from this standpoint is Tony Khan mentioned AEW is in negotiation with Warner Bros. Discovery, and they're having good conversations. From a business standpoint, you could argue that it does make sense for Warner Brothers Discovery to stick with AEW, strictly because if you look at the kind of bang for your buck, like you're going to be paying like $1 billion for one show, one night, likely, or somewhere around there if you're paying for Monday Night Raw if you're Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, given the fact that they're also about to renegotiate the NBA on TNT contract, and it's very possible they could lose that over to NBC Universal. I think that's the one big domino that has not fallen yet, and we don't even know if it's going to fall before all of this is set in place. If NBC Universal acquires, the NBA, then it throws a monkey wrench into all of this because will NBC have enough money, or will they want to spend that money to keep Monday Night Raw? Of course, I think they would, but then if you're Warner Bros. Discovery, you need content. You need to have that live content to keep people engaged. And look, if you lose the NBA, that is a massive loss, and you're going to have to work overtime to try to get that audience back or try to get an audience to tune in so you can sell that ad time. And if you're able to acquire Raw, going to be big ad dollars. But if you're able to not only, if let's say like they lose, Warner Bros. Discovery loses the NBA contract, not only would you have, if you keep with AEW, if you stay with AEW and re-sign them, you would have Wednesday night for Dynamite, which is doing like around 800 to 900,000, which is really good in the scheme of television viewership right now. But you would also have Collision, and you would have the ability now to move nights potentially to Tuesday or even Thursday, even though Tony Khan said he doesn't want to compete with the NFL. I think Thursday would be fine. They could do something. But there's more flexibility there. You could do Rampage, of course, as they have been doing, and draw like whatever it is. But I think that it makes a lot of sense for AEW or for Warner Bros. Discovery to stick with AEW because you could be paying like around $1 billion for 3 shows, 2 of which have really good value, in my opinion, or have the potential to have really good value in Collision. Or you could pay, like basically $1 billion for one show that's going to do like 1.5 million viewers, 1.2 to 1.5 million viewers, unless you move nights, in which case that opens up an entirely different can of worms. But for me, I think the most likely scenario is that Warner Brothers Discovery doubles down with their relationship with AEW, more content for less money, honestly. And then, I think WWE ends up being back on either USA or maybe Raw moves nights and they go with NBC, which would be insanity. I want to hear from you, though. What do you guys think is going to happen? Is WWE going to be on TNT in like a year and a half's time? Let me know in the comment section below. Where else would AEW go? Or where WWE go? Where do you think they're going to end up? I want to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.